Welcome to your deep relaxation practice. My name is Laure and I'm delighted to be your guide as you take this time to nurture yourself today. Deep relaxation, also known as yoga nidrā in Sanskrit, originated in India thousands of years ago and translates into yogic or awakened sleep. It is a meditative practice that gradually instills a sense of deep stillness in your physical body, as if it were asleep. All the while, your mind remains awake, enabling you to tap into different layers of your consciousness. It is a process, and I will guide you through each step of the way, but know that if at any point you feel like taking a break, you can very obviously give yourself permission to do so. This is your practice, and as such, you decide what best serves you. And if what serves you is to drift off to sleep, that's okay too. When you feel that the time has come for you to join back, bring your awareness back to my voice and follow my guidance again. So for tonight's practice, I am offering a theme that I hope will be of interest to you. It is beyond words. Our human nature has given us language and thoughts and consciousness. And all these are beautiful gifts that we should cherish. However, sometimes we can feel like they get in our way. Maybe you found yourself ruminating on something, endlessly rehashing a thought. Maybe you felt stuck in loops in your thoughts, not being able to stop thinking about something. And whether it is a negative or a positive thought, our inner speech can lead our brain in overdrive. We're overheating, or that's maybe how we feel. Where is the pause button, in a way? And yet, we also can have experiences that go beyond words, experiences that are so deep that the words available to us in any language that we speak don't seem to convey the right meaning. They just cannot do justice to the depth of what we feel. Words just cannot express how we perceive the experience we go through. So for example, you may have felt your hair stick up in your neck when listening to a song. Maybe your heart has melted when watching a baby video, a cat video, whatever it may be. And I do want to acknowledge that this may resonate in a positive way, but it can also resonate in a negative way. It is not all happy thoughts and flowers in life. And if this is the case, please take care of yourself. Do not push through with something that does not feel safe. Have the self-compassion to take care of yourself as you need. And so for today, I would like to offer you to embark on a journey to discover such a depth of feeling. And for the purpose of this class, for the learning of this environment, we will focus on a positive feeling. And this is because when we can allow such an experience for the essence of what it is to happen, this is in that context that self-realization can happen. And by self-realization, I mean getting to understand your true self in a way that is beyond your cognitive mind. So I'm offering you a path to allow yourself to get to a point where living the experience is all there needs to be. Words are no longer needed. And so we'll work with a common thread through these exercises in the form of a feeling. So to start, let's first define that thread, that emotion, that feeling that you'd like to leverage for this practice. And again, this isn't to bypass the reality of life, but for this learning experience, we'll pick a positive emotion or feeling. It is simply a better environment for learning to happen. So I will guide you through an exercise, gentle movements, to help you define that emotion, that feeling. And maybe you already know what you want to work with, and then this exercise can further anchor your idea within. So start in a seated hug. You can be seated on a pillow, on a cushion, on a folded blanket if it is more comfortable. Feet flat on the ground, and bring your knees very close to your chest. You can wrap your arms around your legs. You can tuck your chin in, your head resting on your knees. Your eyes can be closed. Curled up in a hug. And then gently notice your body, notice your thoughts, the quality of your feelings, your sensations. There's no need to interfere. Gently become aware of what is happening within you in this pose. There's no right or wrong answer. Your felt experience is valid just as it is. And then we'll gently start unfolding. So before you move, start by relaxing your shoulders, your jaws. Let your tongue find its way to the floor of your mouth. Release the tensions in your forehead, around your eyes, your temples. Notice your hands, your feet. Relax the muscles of your core. They only need this much contraction to hold your body. So see if you can find that point, that equilibrium between the effort that your muscles need to provide to hold you and what is beyond. For the purpose of this practice, see if you can leave this extra work aside. And then when you're ready, very slowly start lifting your head from your knees. Maybe just an inch or even less for now. And notice what seems to happen as you do that. Does anything seem to have changed within you? Any shift in your perception? Or maybe not at all, and it all feels the same. If your eyes want to open, let them. And if not, keep them closed. Again, there is no right or wrong answer. Your experience is valid and real either way. And then mindfully lift your head until about a halfway point between resting on your knees and upright. And there again, notice what happens, if anything, along the way. Gently notice. And then you can keep your head at that midpoint if it is comfortable to you, eyes open or closed. And see if you can start to open up your fingers, your hands. Maybe detach your hands from your legs or your arms by just an inch, very mindfully. There again, noticing what happens within you as you do that. And when you're ready, gently create some space behind your knees as you unfold your legs by an inch or two. Once more, noticing what happens as you create space behind your knees. And let your back unfold as well, maybe halfway there again. Notice the sense of freedom that is created in your chest as it opens slightly, as it detaches from your thighs. And then at your own pace, gently keep opening up. Keep creating space. Your legs straighten in front of you, stretching out. Your arms, maybe your head, now point outwards, creating even more room in your chest as it opens up. Maybe you feel like a full body stretch, raising your arms overhead, pointing your toes in front of you. And then finally, when you're ready, keep lowering your torso slowly towards your support. Use your legs to balance yourself. And then gently rest on your support. Your feet may be dangling to the sides, your arms alongside your body, palms facing up. And as you rest on your support, notice how you feel now. There again, there is no right or wrong answer. Noticing how you feel. Maybe you feel joy, contentment, happiness, or peace. Maybe you feel lighthearted, relieved, safe, free, brave, powerful, determined, proud, worthy, strong. Whatever comes up for you is your lived experience. No one can tell you otherwise. No one can take this feeling away from you at this moment. So whichever feeling it is that you feel most, spend a few moments with your feeling. And now that you've found and met your feeling for today's practice, take a few moments to settle down for the relaxation portion of class. So there are different ways to practice Yoga Nidra, and you can choose to practice in the traditional posture, which is lying down on your back. You can choose to recline by stacking up some pillows on your support. And you can just as well lie down on your side or even on your belly. You can also practice in child's pose, whichever is most comfortable to you today. And you can practice seated as well. It's also an option. Whichever position you choose, I'd like to suggest that you make sure that you're safely held by your support, in case you happen to drift off to sleep during this class. And then be as comfortable as you can. There is enough stress, discomfort, and distractions in our daily lives. This time of practice is a place where you should be able to give yourself the break that you deserve. So grant yourself permission to be very comfortable. Add the extra pillow if it feels right to you. And once you are comfortably settled, you can close your eyes. I will track the time for you until the end of this class, so you need not concern yourself with that. And as you start today's practice, or your version of this practice, take a few mindful breaths to leave your day behind, to steady your mind, and allow yourself to be present in this class. So take a full breath in, filling your lungs with as much air as you can. Exhale, repeat to yourself, there is nowhere I need to go. Once again, full breath in. There is nothing I need to do. Full breath in. There is nobody I need to please. And one last time, full breath in. There is no one I need to be but my true self. And then very gently connect to the sounds around you. You can start with the louder sounds, the most noticeable ones. Maybe there is traffic outside of your windows. Maybe you can hear the footsteps of your neighbors. Maybe there is another person or a pet within your space. And if you hear any background noise on my end, a little bit of a snoring in the background, it is my pet practicing with you. So notice all the sounds in the background in your space for a moment. And then gently notice your reaction to those sounds. Do you maybe feel a little aggravated by them? Are you somewhat frustrated by the lack of silence? Did your body tense up in reaction to those sounds? Notice your hands, your teeth, your shoulders, your eyebrows. If you notice any tension, gently be aware of them And as best you can, relax your muscles. Let your shoulders drop, your jaws relax, soften the muscles around your eyes. And then get back to the sounds around you. And this time see if you can hear the sounds instead of listening to the noises. As best you can, take those sounds for what they are. Waves of a certain length that oscillate their way to your ears and are translated by your brain into the sounds that you hear. Nothing more. No stories, no emotions attached. Let your brain hear the sounds while your mind observes, aware but quietly detached. And so, as you've arrived, take a moment now to craft your intention for today's practice. An intention is a message to yourself as a note of motivation, an element of transformation, of personal growth that guides your practice and gives it that little extra nudge to keep you going when it gets challenging. And today, as you build your intention, remember your feeling. Your intention can be a short worded sentence, or it can be the essence of that feeling. The intent to fully leave the depth of that feeling, to become familiar with it, to explore it, to make it yours. And if it helps to use words to describe your intention, go ahead and do that. And if you want, you can try to imagine your intention in a different form. Maybe an image, a sensation, a rhythm. Once you've defined your intention, repeat 3 times within yourself. Let the essence of your intention sink deep inside of you. And then gently let go of your intention. Rest in the comfort that it will keep blooming inside of you during this practice. And gently flow your awareness to your breath. For a moment now, rest your awareness on the rhythm of your breath. And it is quite natural to feel the urge to control your breath when you become aware of it. But as best you can, let your breath unfold on its own, as it did just before I started talking about it, and as it has done ever since you were born. Gently follow your breath. Let it be your guide. Nothing to do really, but be a curious observer of your breath, as if you were a passenger on a train, watching the landscape pass by. And now gently drive your awareness to your heart center, which is at the center of your chest cavity, just under your breastbone. And feel your breath passing by that spot. Feel your breath passing by your heart center, cool and fresh, new on the way in, warm and familiar on the way out. And as you remain connected to your heart center, sense as your feeling starts to grow. Maybe small and faint, maybe barely perceptible at first, becoming more and more firm, sure, noticeable, growing stronger. And if it helps, you can bring the name of your feeling back to your mind, or your intention that you've crafted around your feeling, to help you bring your feeling right there at the center of your chest. Do that for a few more moments now. Connect with your breath at your heart center as your feeling grows at the center of your chest. And now from this feeling at your heart center, from this essence of your feeling as a little flower bud at the center of your chest, let your feeling expand outwards with every out-breath, slowly reaching further into your chest cavity. When your inhale comes, let it bring your feeling back to the center of your chest, that core bud containing the essence of your feeling at the center of your chest. And with your exhale, the feeling growing a little further than before into your chest, as if your exhale could blow your feeling into your chest. Inhale, your feeling gathers at the core of your heart center. Exhale, it grows out further, reaching further out with every out-breath, reaching your diaphragm, your throat, your arms now. Keep breathing like this for a couple of minutes. I'll be watching the time for you at your own pace, on your own breath. You're feeling seeping into each cell of your physical body, slowly gaining you over one breath at a time. And if you sense that you're losing the connection with your feeling, if you feel that the sensation is fleeting, it's okay. This is a learning experience. Bring back to your mind the words, the image, the rhythm, the sensation of your intention. This is exactly what it is for, helping you when the practice becomes challenging. So let your intention guide you back to your feeling, and keep breathing, expanding your feeling further out in your body. And once your feeling has grown to every part of your body, to every cell of your physical body, imagine your feeling yet growing further beyond the shell of your body with every out-breath, reaching further and further, as far out as your imagination can take it. And again, if the sensation becomes fleeting, it is normal. You're learning. So be flexible with yourself as best you can. And remember your intention. Let it guide you back to the essence of your feeling. Every breath making your feeling stronger, reaching out wider. Your imagination taking it to farther length with every out-breath. Now notice as your feeling has become a full embodiment of yourself. As you feel it, no longer needing its name to know it, you're feeling now familiar, the sensation now yours, sufficient on its own, full and complete as it is, however it is. For this experience itself is all you need. No word, no image, or no other means of remembrance needed. Fully immersed in your feeling, beautiful as it is, this experience satisfying just as you leave it. This experience beautiful for what it feels like, fully yours. Stay with your experience for a little longer now. Now is a good time to connect with your intention again, the same way that you've crafted it and used it during this practice. Repeat it to yourself 3 times, sealing it within yourself so that it will keep blooming even after the practice ends. Connecting with the essence of your feeling once more and staying with it a few seconds longer. Then for a short moment now, give your mind a break. Let it be free from any intention, any feeling, any breath or sensation. Let your mind be completely free. And now as this practice comes to an end, gently deepen your breath. Reconnect with your breath once more. Feel its rhythm briefly again, happening naturally on its own. And then feel your body resting on your support. Notice the points of contact between your body and your support. You're right here in your own space, anchored in this present moment, here and now. One more time, hear the sounds within your space. Let them guide you back to the here and now, anchored in the present moment. And when you're fully present, in a similar way as we did at the beginning of the practice, very slowly wiggle your fingertips and the tips of your toes. And let energy and movement gain your whole hands, your feet. Let energy and movement sway your head very slowly side to side. That sense of awakening flowing into your legs and your arms now, making way to bigger movements. Energy and movement reaching your entire body. Your whole body now awake, energized, filled with life. And whenever you're ready, let this renewed sense of energy lift you up to a seated position. Take your time to get there. Take your time to adjust to this new position. You can keep your eyes closed. You can keep your blanket wrapped around yourself. If you'd like to join me in closing class today, you can bring your hands to your heart. May you feel beyond words. Thank you. Thank you for your presence in this class today. And most of all, thank you for your commitment to yourself. Namaste.